What it do, homie? So today we are checking out some TryHardNinja. I know that they are one of the goats in nerdcore. I don't have too many TryHardNinja reactions on this channel. We could change that. That all depends on how these perform. But today we are checking out the FNAF Secret of the Mimic song, "I'm Your Reflection." Let's go ahead, shut up, turn it up. Consider me new to this, to TryHardNinja. Hey, wait a minute. Peter. Hey.
Look, your eyes, they must agree. I'm right here, standing in front of you.
Wait a minute.
Morphing nightmare. I am the mirror.
Wait a minute, TryHard. Wait a minute with those vocals. You see, I don't. All right, somebody fill me in about the type of genre that TryHardNinja makes. Right? Are we kind of like in the era of like DJ Paranoid? Paranoid, that was his name, right? Who kind of like focuses on kind of like the heavier type of. In this case, it sounds like house, right? It's house. It sounds like we got a little bit of cyberpunk as arts that's going on in there. You know, a blend of genres, EDM genres. But geez, your voice is so sampleable. It's crazy. You know what I mean? The way you kind of just blending in. That's beautiful, honestly.
Standing in front of you, the morphing nightmare. I am the mirror held up to your dark deeds. It's your expectations that fail you and nothing about what I am, 'cause I'm just what you made me see. Look, believe, deceive.
This has got to be, honestly, I don't know if it's just this song and you're trying to make yourself sound like menacing, but as far as like unique, I don't know. I can't put my finger on it. There is something going on with your voice that I'm loving.
What I am, 'cause I'm just what you made me see. Look, believe, deceive. Come find me inside a fantasy where nothing is quite as it seems. What's real when you drown in mimicry? Living someone else's dream.
I like that. Okay, whoa. So you know, consider me a newbie, like when it comes to FNAF, and I've said it all the time. I mean, I know enough, you know, I know enough about the lore. I've done some reactions and stuff to things. So, you know, obviously this is, you know, unsettling game. That transition was unsettling. How you go from this high action, 4 on the floor, grooving bass, killing it, and then you just introduce that piano that's just playing just not death chords, just the tone about it really draws and suck us in right before you drop the beat again. Transitions are always, I feel like, a moment of opportunity when it comes to songwriting, because you could pretty much do a lot of things, and it can speak to your creativity as a songwriter and of course as a producer about how you're going to go about this, because there's a concept, there is a theme that you are trying to achieve with this. And, you know, your transitions, for the most part, you know, there's not any rules in music, but at the end of the day, you're trying to tell a story. So you need some type of comprehension My comprehension of FNAF is very little, but I do know that it has something to do with horror. Now, the very sinister way in which you're singing, right, can be a little unsettling as well, especially as you're what do you want to do? It's like you're kind of just melting your vocals the way that you're singing. You know, that could be a little unsettling as well, right? You know, especially if you got like a voice that's more akin to like pop or something. You know, how do you adapt your voice to sing something, make something sound menacing? It wouldn't be too difficult for me, as I already have a naturally deep voice, and I probably could do something that's scary by just simply talking. But when your voice is naturally high, you got to kind of get creative. So I like kind of that slide. But this part right here, this is a crazy transition. What?
With a different face, come find me inside a fantasy where nothing is quite as it seems. What's real when you're drowning in a cream? Living someone else's dreams.
See this pause right here, right? I love how you're adding the delay, and it looks like there's a delay on top of the delay. You really kind of up the what do you want to call it? The sibilance, the S's and stuff like that. It's hard. It's not harsh at all. It's beautiful, echoing to really kind of sell that creepiness. But the silence that follows this is super important. The reason why it's important is because you got to reset the banger, right? You got to reset the groove. All right, cool. The scariness, all of that stuff is all locked in. What is this doing on my screen? I don't know. What is that? That's my reflection. Damn, not that ugly. But it's important. You got to have that pause. So when the beat come back, it's time to get the booties moving again. Toms. I didn't even hear that the first time. Oh, you know, I didn't even think about that. The song, does the game, I've mostly been looking at the animatronics and everything, the story and everything, but is the game retro? I suppose. So that kind of makes sense. This is definitely synthwave / house. You know what I mean? As far as like the genres and everything, but the retro does fit, right? You hear those toms? God, man, I'm telling you, man, the 80s has some of the best sounding snares, the retro. Oh, God, I love it, man. Arts. What the heck is that? Animation clean. Color me thoroughly impressed. Like I think I have done a reaction to TryHardNinja. I'm trying to remember what the song was. I don't get a lot of people asking for it, right? So I often forget. But I'm gonna remember this one, you know, and it's mostly because when you get me talking, once you get me yapping, that means that I found something in your music that can get me yapping. I think that's kind of like the highest honor that I can bestow to you, is that you get me talking, right? Because that's if you get me talking, you've done a lot of things that I like and everything. But if you guys want to see some more, we got to see how this performs on the channel. Hit like, right? Do appreciate that. That helps the algorithm. And then let me know what you thought about it down in the comments, all right? Dave's out.